Don't try to avoid accountability by using a bunch of racial slurs. It's only gonna make people more focused on the fact that you're avoiding accountability. Let's get into the video.
If I were to say you're a dumb Negro every
That's
2
why you bring that
sentences,
up, because that's meaning to you.
This is what he does when he doesn't have an
are
answer.
a prostitute.
You are a Negro.
And you want to convince everyone else that you're normal. Why? So you can feel included, so you don't go through more mental turmoil knowing that you're different in a bad way. And so you have to reorganize the whole society, including their morality. You want to redefine words when you can redefine yourself out of being what you
It's
are,
not about
which is a whore.
redefinition. It's about you look at the culture, you look at outdated lexicon. People typically don't use whore in the same fashion they used to. People don't use the word Negro in the same fashion they used to. And you wouldn't give the whole.
What was the
wouldn't give the
second one
whole
though? I didn't
speech.
hear the second one. What was the second one?
You wouldn't give the same.
What was
whole
the second
speech
word?
If I justified
No, what was the second word? I
Negro.
didn't hear you. I didn't.
Negro.
Negro.
The same whole speech. If I said,
Oh,
"Aren't you?" What do you?
I
have
am a
against-
Negro.
But if I were to say,
No,
it
no,
was
no,
vitriol,
no. Let's get
you
with
would
it.
Probably
No,
have a
no,
reaction to
no.
that
Let's
and
get
say, "What
after
is
it, baby.
wrong?"
Let's get real.
Let's get with it then. Like, you can't see, like, if you're a whore is something that you like choose to be. It's like it's a profession, right? It's been since the old times. I mean, it could be a respectable job, right? But then if you're saying you could try to compare that to being a Negro, then it's like I can't change that. It's just that is the actual word that's always been there, and that's something that I can't change. I can't choose to be that. You know what I'm saying? That's the ridiculousness of the argument right now.
Reality,
Say, why
baby.
can't we call you a Negro?
No, let's get in reality. Tell me, say you are a Negro, and then I'll tell you you are a whore. Let's see how we react. Go, tell me, hit me. The thing, love, I am a Negro, and you are a whore. And I'll tell you why. Because if you want to use the word Negro, it's referring to a group of people who share features. And if you were to use that term, however obsolete it may be, it's still a real word. And if that term means that I am a descendant of those who were victim of the transatlantic enslavement, also known as the Mayafa, yes, I'm a Negro. And if I said you are a whore, I would be accurate in saying you are a whore, because I am rightly categorizing you with women who sell their bodies. You are a prostitute. In fact, just a high-tech prostitute, but still a prostitute. And you would not be known by a different name. It's just a fact. Why you can't deal with the truth? It's two important things. So number one, that was a job description.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to get to the point. It's just a job description, but you're actually trying to describe a certain type of people. I love how Satanists in there, like, it always like freaking goes ham with logic. It's always logical. That's good.
Calling her a dumb whore, that's not an insult. It's a job description. That's actually what she is. Furthermore,
call you a dumb Negro.
I love that you're bringing that up, because what it tells me.
Too.
No, I'm going to tell you why I really enjoy it, because this always happens when you find that you can't defeat someone. No, 1 second, love. The fake laughing, please. It's getting old. When people cannot defeat you, especially if you're an articulate black guy, of which there are few, they always go to the race thing. And one thing I really appreciate.
Yeah, I don't know have you guys ever seen that? I don't know what my audience really comprises of, but if you're trying to argue with somebody and then you know that you're winning the argument, it's always the person that starts to raise their voice or starts to get loud and then starts to like yell or start to use curse words at you during the argument. It's like, dude, we're still arguing. Like, why are you, like, we're debating. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to get violent with it. Like, that's the first thing they start to do when people start to lose the argument. That's how you already know that you're winning, because they have to stop using their logic and then just start going to insults. Have you ever experienced that? Put that down in the comments, because that's how you just know that you're already winning the argument. Their logic can't beat yours. You're already winning. So good job. Don't fight the pig in the mud, because you're just gonna get dirty, right?
Is that you found the right one. If you wanted to call me an N-word with a hard R, I would say yes, that's correct. Correct. Carrying on. It's the problem. Here's the difference.
N-word, would you have the same energy?
I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's absolutely fine. I'll tell you why. Here's the difference. You're offended when I call you a whore because you're a whore and you don't like the truth.
I'm not offended.
And you don't like the truth. If you call me an N-word, I don't care, because I don't feel like I'm a valueless black object. I don't feel that way.
Do you think black people are wrong? Do you think black people are wrong for not wanting to be called dumb Negroes?
It doesn't matter what they feel. Black people's biggest issue is not being called the N-word. Their biggest issue is not racism. Their biggest issue is poor education and low income. Please say you are a dumb N-word. Hard R, please hit me.
I'm good. I'm not gonna.
Go ahead. But that's how you feel. There's nothing wrong with that.
Did I say that's how I feel? That you're not using the word.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
If I were to say,
wasn't she just saying Negro the whole time, and now she doesn't want to say the actual thing? He already gave her the pass pretty much. Might as well just use it. I don't want to ruin my career. Freaking Aiden Ross can say it on stage, and then he's saying, just say it then. If that's how you feel, say that shit. And then she's like, nah, I don't want to do it. Can't ruin my career. I've been saying Negro this whole time. Dumb Negro, but whatever.
you're a dumb Negro. Every
That's
time
why you
someone
bring
says-
that up, because that's meaning to you.
And
We're gonna
using
carry
it
on.
and it did
You're
wrong
hurt.
for
Let's talk
you.
about
You don't
selling
want
my
the truth.
body. You didn't.
You don't want the truth.
Why don't you address my analogy? If I were to sell pictures of a Lamborghini, am I selling?
No one
Lamborghinis?
buys pictures.
Yeah,
Oh my God! Can you
But
not
you're,
engage with
listen,
a hypothetical?
you're a
Yeah,
prostitute.
obviously.
You're a high-tech prostitute. That's what I'm telling you. You're saying that because I don't sell my body on the
And
streets,
you don't know
I'm not a
definitions. You don't know the
prostitute.
definition of a prostitute.
you're a high-tech
I don't think
prostitute.
you know the
That's all
definition
there
of a
is.
prostitute.
Yeah, he
You're a
doesn't.
high-tech
You're using
prostitute.
words
That's all
in
there
accordance
is.
to your own emotions and not actual
Oh,
objective
emotions.
lexicon.
Please stop. You don't want to be.
Okay, let's look at the actual. He didn't go to it. Let's look at the actual definition of a prostitute. Since that's what they're saying. Not now. Not now, Google. Damn it. Prostitute is a person, in particular a woman. I mean, it obviously could be a dude, right? Who engages in sexual activity for payment. It's just literal sexual activity for payment. Although she was paid $15 to join a man at his table, she never prostituted herself. So that's it. That's the literal, that's it. Who engages in sexual activity for payment. That's what the definition of prostitute is. Let's get back to the video.
Be a whore.
No, I feel, bro. I'm
You were
emotionless.
really excited about being.
You
My eyebrows have not moved this
That's
entire
Botox.
podcast.
That's
Yeah,
all
that's
it is.
Botox.
That's all it is. It's
Before, I
Botox. She
have
can't make any
melanin. I'm
faces.
gray.
That's why I don't know why. I don't know how she really feels. She's a
That's it's so fast with it, man. That's Botox.
sociopath with Botox. I'm confused out here. Goddamn. Anyways,
If I was a sociopath,
you're a sociopath. That's why you're able to do OnlyFans and take all the you're able to take all the social sanction. It's an amazing
Is a
thing.
person who sells photos of a car selling cars.
It's an amazing
Engage
thing.
with that.
A person.
This is what he does.
Let's think about that. If a person selling photos of a cars sells cars, what is she? What, the analogy doesn't really make any sense because the as we did the research, the definition of prostitute is just somebody who engages in sexual activity, which could be just selling nude pictures and nude videos of yourself. But then she's trying to compare it to selling cars, pictures of cars, and then relating it to somebody as if they're a car salesman. I see that's the point that she's trying to get to, but that doesn't make sense. If you sell pictures as a card, you would be an artist, right? Because you're selling a caricature of something and then you're exchanging that value for money. But if you're selling pictures of yourself, that's nude sexually, that is engaging in sexual activity for profit, which is the definition of a prostitute, which we've already looked at. Let's get back into it.
That's when he
You
doesn't have an
are
answer.
a prostitute.
You're a Negro.
Listen, I wish you were damn near wearing like a
Cloak.
no, like the outfit of like a slave master's wife. That would be kind of entertaining, but you'd need to be a little bit more pure because I think you'd probably be called a Negro too during that same time, right? Got him. Anyways, carrying on. Got him. Anyways, carrying on. No, actually, that's a good point. They would call you a Negro whore. Do you realize that? You realize
I don't
it?
think they would call me a Negro.
Oh, someone doesn't know who they are. That's fascinating. Do you think you're white? Are you white?
No, there's no.
Do you
there's-
see the
is
world?
there any
Listen,
Negroes?
Do
listen.
they call Native
Is there
Americans?
I have a
Negroes
question.
white and
One
Negro?
second.
Do they call Latinos
Let's see how
Negroes?
much you were you born in this country?
If
No, I wanna-
sold
real quick,
pictures-
just real quick, were you
what if
born in
I
this
sold my
country?
body? Engage with
Were
the
you
hypothetical. If I
born in
sold
this country?
photos of a
Do you
product-
think that 80 years ago in America you wouldn't be called an N-word?
And would I?
I don't think I'd be called an N-word. No.
You'd be
Maybe
white.
maybe like
Categorically in America, would you be white or would you be colored? An
Is
N-word.
this the way you think?
No, I want to know.
Is your thinking this
You're so
dichotomous?
dumb. We're talking about American history. You see, I'm asking you, 80 years ago in this country, would you be drinking at the white water fountain or the colored water fountain? I want to see if you're on the planet Earth. Which water fountain would you be at, the white one or the colored one?
Does that mean that I'd be called a Negro?
Yes, you would. Because to a white person, if you are not a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant during that era, you are an
So am
N-word.
I a
Asians?
Negro?
So real quick,
We're
would you
Asian.
I want to look that up real fast. I always like to like learn stuff because I always thought about that so yeah, the Latinos or like Arabic or anybody else, Asians. I'm pretty sure like what do they, because it was just white and colored, but I'm sure they weren't allowed to use those other facilities. This one says here, anti-Latino sentiment grew along with immigration. Latinos were barred entry into Anglo establishments and segregated into urban barrios in poor areas. Even though Latinos were critical to the U.S. economy and often were American citizens, everything from their language to the color of their skin to their countries of origin is used as a pretext for discrimination. Anglo-Americans treated them as a foreign underclass and perpetuated stereotypes that those who spoke Spanish were lazy, stupid, and undeserving. Sounds very similar to stories I've heard. Lazy, stupid, and undeserving. My gosh. In some cases, that prejudice turned fatal. Interesting. They even had their own. Latino students were expected to attend separate Mexican schools. throughout the Southwest beginning in the 1870s. And then by the 1940s, Latino children in places like Orange County, California attended separate schools. So yeah, I think she would be in the colored fountain section. She was not going to back 1910s, 1930s. Yeah, she wasn't touching that white water fountain.
Just answer.
We're
You seem
Asians.
bothered. Would you drink at the water
I'm not bothered.
fountain for the
I'm not
whites or the
answering
color?
your question
Just a simple question.
Bothered and you pass dripping
Simple
in
question.
lunchbox.
Are you drinking at the white water fountain or the colored water fountain? 80 years ago.
Probably the colored one.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
Does
you.
that
We're
mean
done
I'd be
here.
called a Negro?
She's
We're
right.
done here. That's
Wait, am
very
I a
good.
Negro?
Would
I really
Asians
want
be
to
called
know.
a
That's very
Negro?
Say answer. Am
No,
I a Negro?
you are a mongrel, which I think you'd probably be able to pass as white, but you are a mongrel.
Okay.
Yes.
Clearly, there's more nuance than between white.
No,
and
no, there's not, because she clearly has more melanin than you. You are pale. You are a pale mongrel. You would not be accepted as a white
she'd be
Anglo-Saxon.
drinking out of the
You'd
water
be
fountain
drinking
then?
out of the white water fountain because categorically she would be categorized as a white person. You'd be categorized as a
You
colored
actually
person.
think to be categorized as a white person? I feel like
People
that's just
confuse us
historically
all the time.
inaccurate. But also,
No, she's a mongrel, so she would not be looked well upon, but yeah, she'd
okay,
be
that's great.
categorized as
Answer
white.
my question.
Oh god.
That's why you bring
Dude. Yeah, so she was pretty much avoiding accountability by just directly going to the slurs. And then she wouldn't even say the real slur after she was given the pass to say the slur. Like, just might as well say it. That's what you're thinking. I know you say it when you're singing in the shower or in your car or in your bedroom, you know, with all your friends around. You say it anyway, so say it right now. Let's just say it. It's the same thing with all the other white people, you know, they say it. Oh gosh. Well, what do you guys think? Tell me what you think. What's your thoughts? Is she avoiding accountability? Is the word prostitute harsh? We looked at the definition. It's not harsh. It's just you change sexual activity for money. It's been done. That's one of probably the first professions. Don't feel bad about doing it if you're taking care of your family. Nobody cares, but people care when you're like being disingenuous about it and start attacking other people just because you feel bad for making that choice. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.